Hey, Soul Fam. Hey, Soul Fam. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. Trying to figure out how to get this where we're working. Oh my gosh, look at all you people. Hi, Ankita. Hi, Tina. Hi, Soul Family. Sorry I kept you waiting. Um, sorry I kept you waiting. All right. I'm going to pull in. Hold on a second here. And put our items to choose from in front of us. I hope everybody's doing fabulous today. We've got sun after torrential downpour, crazy, crazy rain. I've got kind of a fun when we get to the runes. It's going to be fun because I got a tangle here, and I don't do well with tangles. So when you have a tangle, it's to me that's a message about entanglement, right? It's about cords getting tangled up. I don't like tangles. I don't like getting tangled in my hair. I don't like getting tangled in my vacuum cord. And my necklace was tangled all morning and I couldn't put it on. So entanglement, if there's anything that's going on, we're going to call in Archangel Michael to specifically sever cords of entanglement. Oh, there. I can't even function. I can't function if I don't have my jewelry on. It's like my protective amulets, you know. Today it's clearly love and boundaries. Yes, I will. At the very end, I will take a card. I always do. Yes, crazy thunderstorms in Arizona. Oh my goddess. Crazy thunderstorms. Okay. So when we get to the ruins, and that is the one thing I forgot. I knew I was gonna forget one thing. Oh my goddess. What is that? Maybe that's because I was supposed to get you guys another deck because I have decks picked out for you guys, and I looked at another one as I was walking out, and my hands were full. I couldn't grab it. So they're probably sending me back to get that deck. So let me grab that and the runes and the charms. There we go. Okay, so I have mixed feelings about the outfit I'm wearing. I love the outfit I'm wearing, but several months ago, this outfit was tight. I mean, it was loose, was falling off of me. So the reason I'll tell you why I'm late. You're gonna laugh. I spilled. I poured grape juice, unsweetened grape juice, into ice cube trays to put in my water and to put in my smoothies. So I have like flavor, and because I like ice cubes in it. This is too far away. YouTube is too far. I mean, Facebook is too far away. I have to just kind of go back and forth. Oh well, we'll just leave it. Anyway, and I was in a rush because Aries has one speed. What is it? Fast. And I spilled all of the orange, I mean, the grapefruit juice, all grape juice, red, that black, purple, all down inside of my freezer. So I opened it up this morning and I was frustrated and I saw it and I just started ripping it apart and I tore my freezer apart and I wiped it all down. Should we do no glasses? Probably. I have them in case it gets hot, but and I was cleaning it. And once I start cleaning something, I can't stop. And I will tell you that today, my bed's not made. I have been back in my house. Oh, here comes the sun again. And it's like the show must go on. You need to get out there and do your reading. So I will tell you that this is it's a job for me. It's from the heart. It's for spirit, but it's definitely a job for me. It's a lot of work, and it means that I don't get a weekend ever. I don't get a weekend, so maybe that's why I'm like rush. I'm wondering if I should do the weekly reading at 1:30 or if no, I'll just leave it at 1. I'll just leave it at 1. Anyway, we're back on this side because the rain got through my tarps and swelled a piece of wood inside of my Lyran table, which you guys don't know, but it's got Lyran cat heads on it. It's beautiful, and it's like a bronzy gold color wood, and it's falling apart. So I had to take it down. Hi, Donnie. high cords. So I had to take it away because we were going to sit over there because I didn't want to be baking like this in the sun. But that didn't happen. And so here we are. So items to choose from. You'll know that when we get to the runes why I've chosen this crystal. Well, maybe I'll tell you the story now. So, my goddess, the sun. Can you even see? Can you see on YouTube? Because to me, it looks all washed out. I mean, on YouTube. Um, so this crystal. Last night in a dream, I was walking along in a field. No, I wasn't. I was hiking. I was hiking in the Red Rocks. So I don't know why I even said that. It's weird because I wonder if it was me. Maybe I thought I was hiking in the Red Rocks because that's what I would be doing, but I might have been dreaming with someone else, right? So as I go along, I see this red stone, and on this stone is glued this coin. And I picked it up and I pulled it off, and I looked at it, and it said, now I heard it I saw it in my dream, but I'm going to see if it's in here because it better be. It's called Laguz. And I knew right away that's a rune. So I took it. And then I was doing something and helping a little girl. She'd opened her house door and she'd left. We're going to have somebody look it up unless it shows up in this reading because I'm not seeing it chosen for us. Okay. So that's going to be our rune for today. And this little girl came running up to me and she was crying and she had opened her door and all of her kittens had gotten out. And she said, please help me find my kittens. So I was out there looking for the kittens. And then I started thinking about the fact that I had taken this coin and I felt guilty about taking this coin. So I thought I'm going to put it back, or I'm going to put something else back in its place of honor. Because here in Sedona, and I know in a lot of sacred spaces, people will leave crystals or coins or items of meaning, feathers, and all kinds of manner of things we find here. And they will leave it in the mountain. And sometimes, like if it's at a temple, I would never touch it. But in the mountain, it's a different story because oftentimes people will ask the mountain, like ask the mother. That's the grandmother. That's the grandmother. Thunder Mountain is our grandmother. In the way I'm being shown it, the carpenter bee is back also. With the other bees, but the carpenter bee has made an appearance, first totem. So they will leave it. Like I would never dig the crystals out of the mountain. I just, because the mountain has told me if everyone dug the crystals out, there would be none left to bless all of you. So I never take anything from the mountain unless it's put at my feet, unless it's left there. Like if I'm walking on a path and there's a crystal, then I will. Sometimes, but if it's in a sacred space, it depends because people will go to the mountain and they will ask a question. Like say for myself, when I was I was still in Sedona, but I was having a really hard time finding a place to stay. Oh, my bags and her eyes look terrible. Doesn't make it any different, does it? Oh well, face it, Sherri. So, I said it was very hard. I couldn't find a place. I mean, it's very hard to find a place in Sedona, and especially if you don't have a ton of money, right? And especially at that time. And so because things had just opened up after COVID, and I had already been here a year, and I was like, I don't know where I'm going. Am I going? And I was pulled to Colorado. I was pulled back to Wisconsin. I thought even about going back to California. And I said, and so Spirit said to me, how bad do you want it? And I said, I want it. And they said, well, then prove it. And I'm like, okay. So I went on a hike to Thunder Mountain, my where the grandmother is, and get away, mosquito, bloodsuckers. And I said to Spirit along the way, I said, if I am to stay in Sedona, I will find a huge crystal because I've found little crystals in Sedona, walking on our trails and stuff. The mountain has crystals everywhere in them on the path. It's gridded. This is called the Crystal City. So, whoa, did you see? Let's see if he'll let me share. Come here. That was the sacred beetle of protection landed right on our computer, which is reminding me to ask for a shield of protection around all of us. Thank you so much. But that's telling you, I'm trying not to get distracted. So I'll tell you both things. So I'm walking along the path and I see my wizard tree, and it's a dead tree that's gnarled. It's beautiful, but it's dead, and it's been there for I don't know how many years. It's just still standing. It's very cool. And it's at the base of the Grail Knight, and there's a mountain trail that I go, and you can literally see the Grail Knight and holding up the golden chalice to the cat that sits above. It's crazy. And so I climbed to the top of the wizard tree, and at the top of the wizard tree was this crystal. And I took it because I had asked if this is mine. So I took it, and I don't feel any guilt about taking it. What I did do was I replaced a different crystal with it. So because the message is they will leave something, and if they come back to the mountain and it's gone, like say if am I supposed to stay or am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to ask her to marry me or am I supposed to leave it? Am I supposed to take this job or am I supposed to keep looking? Yes or no. If the answer is yes, the crystal will still be there when I come back, or they might say the crystal will be gone when I come back. So you're actually facilitating them as well. When they leave it there, they've left their intention in that mountain. Hi, Kara, I'm so glad you're here. I missed you. And so two things happened on that day. They probably went, if they went back and found that it was gone, they had a question answered, and I got my question answered. So, and that was in the same dream as the Laguz. So we'll find out later for that. So that, oh my gosh, we've got mosquitoes everywhere, you guys. Can't with these mosquitoes. They're biting my feet. They're biting my ankles. I need to light the incense. Hold on. The humidity here because of the rain, it's intense. Oh my goddess. I'm going to light one down on the ground to keep them away. That they don't like the smoke. Woo, baby. So I'm going to choose that one because that was a very clear message to me. It was an answered prayer because then I did stay in Sedona. Shortly after that, I was guided to this house. So that crystal is very important to me. And it's really cool because you can see where it was dug out of the ground. It might have been a Python crystal. Looks like a Python crystal, but you can see the red earth and then the spear at the top. Isn't that magical? And to me, it was the grandmother. It's an angel. And if you see Thunder Mountain, the shape of it, right? So she's very special to me. She sits on my work desk with my Columbus sword letter opener and my business cards. She opened the way for me. The grandmother's opening the way for me. My mother goddess, our mother goddess. Are you lit? All right, there you go. All right, so I'm going to light another one on the other side of my ankle. Do not need to be eaten alive by those guys. Stay away from my feet. It's the worst thing to have mosquito bites on your ankles, right? I love that about the crystal and the tree. It has a positive vibes coming from it. It does. It's incredible. It's magical. It's magical. Okay, I'm going to put you guys to the side. So the next message is, or item to choose from, is this little Noah's Ark. And I need to put an intention in it because I recognize that. And I've told the story before about why these little boxes are important to me. My mother loved boxes, little boxes. This would have been a pill box or a trinket box, or I used to put my earplugs in it when I used to wear earplugs. I don't wear them anymore because I don't have anyone snoring next to me. P.S. I can't sleep with someone who snores. So if you snore, don't sign up for me. So Noah's Ark, I'm just thinking of saving all the animals. I'm thinking of animal care, which is what I do. So I'm also thinking about Archangel Ariel. But the story was that my dad is an inventor and a very talented man, and he's an Aquarius, and he would go with my mom to the mall and she would shop, and he would sit on a bench and he would have his pen and paper and he would call it figuring, and he would think of his next invention or how he was going to rearrange the shop. He rearranged the shop like that. Oh, isn't that funny? I never noticed that before. My dad rearranged his shop all the time and drove his employees crazy. I rearranged my house and my garden all the time. I'm so much like my father that raised me. It's crazy. He's my adopted father, and I told you all how he cut me out of his will and disowned me because of his religious beliefs, and he thinks what I do is demonic, which is sickening. I'm going to put this down. I can't see your comments because of the lighting right now. Hold on a second. Not sleeping. It's 2 a.m. Oh my God, you're sleeping. You're on here because of being on the live. Hi, Cecile. Hi, Tev. I'm so sorry that you had to get up in the middle of the night. I was up all night too. I stayed home from a very important party last night, didn't go dancing. My friend Lisa didn't go. And so I just thought, I started to yawn, and I told you that this outfit that I'm wearing is adorable and I love it, but I'm sad about it, that it fits me perfectly, because it shouldn't, because it's way too big for me normally. So I've gained a lot of weight. And one of the reasons is I don't sleep. And so I decided to stay home from my party last night. And sorry, Savon, but I'm not getting any rest. And then I didn't get rest. I was up all night taking my cats in and out of the catio because of the rain. And then I forgot I didn't cover this. And then I forgot. And then the cat started scratching at the door. And then, oh my God. And then Raven had to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. So it's like one thing after another. Please leave me alone. Archangel Ariel, please take away. Faye, please take away these mosquitoes. I can't with these mosquitoes. So whatever your reason is, this is nostalgic to me. It may be nostalgic from your childhood as well. Or maybe you just like little trinket boxes. It's from, what does it say? Direct Connect. Ooh, the company that made it is Direct Connection Industry, California. Direct Connection. How perfect is that? So that's a pretty cool message. And then the last one is someone that I'm loving right now and really relying on right now. And it's the energy of the elephant, the obstacle remover, removing all of the obstacles. And also I think about family, and I think about how incredibly maternal they are, and how helpful, and how they help the others of outside of their race. They have been seen to rescue so many different animals and care humans as well. And they're abused. They give and they give and they give, and they're abused, and it's awful. And so my hope is one day all those elephants are freed from circuses. I think circuses should be banned. So Ganesh, the obstacle remover, is the Hindu god, but I don't worship any other god but my father god, goddess. And maybe you like elephants. Maybe elephants is your thing. Maybe that's a sign for you. So those are our 3 items to choose from. I need to get a sip from my smoothie. Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work. I don't know how loud that music is in the background, but teamwork makes the dream work. Someone's yelling at someone, saying, don't blame me. I had some help. And it says, I took that bottle off the shelf, but I have some help. I wasn't drinking alone. There was somebody else there that was with me. It takes 2. So whatever it is, it took 2 to cause this problem. Don't blame me, right? You were involved just as much as I was. So, all right, we're going to clear our energy. Took away the clouds, just like that. I mean, the sun off my face, just like that. Calling in Archangel Michael. Archangel Ariel, please come forward. Calling on all of our archangels. Master Jesus, please come forward. Archangel Metatron, please come forward. Archangel Sandalphon, the angel of music, please come forward. Calling on all of our starseed families. There's a comet apparently coming to Earth, and no one talks about it because apparently it's a Lyran starship. They come from the Pleiades because their planet is gone. I am Lyran. I don't know if you've heard about that. Correct neutrality on all levels. So all of our stars are alien in the highest white light. Come forward, please. Calling on all of the Fae, all of the dragons, all of the unicorns, all of the elementals, all of the spirits of the forest, of the lands, of Sedona, the sacred lands, the ancestors, our passed over dead loved ones. Calling in our mother and father, God, goddess, watching over us, please. Thank you. Take away any of the tangled mess of cords. If there are any cords wrapped around us, please release them. Please cut them. Michael, seal them, cauterize them, throw them away. return them to pure white light. We call in all of our tribe across the lands. We call in all of the love. We send out all of the love. And so it is. Aho. Ashe. Amen. Namaste. Righty then. Many of you remember my beautiful boy, Liger, my best friend. He passed here in Sedona at 15 and a half. I named him after the movie Napoleon Dynamite. The Liger, magical, mystical creature, half lion, half tiger. That's why I said, alrighty then. Okay, so we are going to start with my talisman, my incredible crystal, my gift from the Red Rocks from Sedona saying, we welcome you home. This was my welcome to Sedona to stay, because I had been here many years ago and had come back and it was difficult to stay. Oh, I also want to say, I don't know if Gina's on, but I believe that Gina gifted me these earrings a long time ago. And they feel very Celtic to me. What I'm wearing I feel very much a part of my Fae origins right now. I'm Welsh and Norwegian. Hi, Breezer. Good morning, Soul Tribe. Just heading into my shift. Was able to pop on briefly to say hello. Hope everyone had an amazing 10-10. That was last night. I feel amazing. The energy this week has been really great. That's wonderful for you. It has not been that way for me. Just not. I hope you have all had a wonderful time as well. And there it is, my pen. Okay. We're going to go to this deck. This deck, I haven't used in a very long time. I hope that I can even see the pictures on them because it's been so well used and loved that it's, I used to read a lot in the mountains on my hikes and my decks would fly off. I would read often in my cave. That's coming soon. The only thing is, I can't read live up there because I don't have reception. And we're doing this yet again, Spirit. 2 fell out, but they fell across the ground. But anyway, I would see what happens is they're on the cement right now, and I have to drag them towards me, and they scrape all the picture off. So can we not do that, Spirit, please? All right. So we have some pretty wonderful messages coming. And they're in different orders. There's emotions, there's abundance, there's healing, there's all different kind of things. So what comes out is the 9 of abundance. Thank you. Let's bring it in. So 9 says you have everything you need, light worker, in order to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Stop procrastinating. So here she is swinging along. She's swinging along in her tree swing. Tree swings, I love those kind, with just a simple wooden bench. I like simple. So what it's talking about is that your hard work has brought you to a place where you can relax. So I'm laughing at this. This may be I chose this. So maybe it's a state of mind, but I would say that this is what Spirit sees it ahead of time. Spirit sees it before it happens. They call it as it is. Hi, Johanna. Yes, we will put people down at the end. When I ask at the end, please don't ask me until the end because that's when we do it. Otherwise, it distracts me and I get out of the reading here. But yes, I will. So it's talking about that you've worked hard, right? You've worked hard and you've gotten to a place where you can finally relax. So Spirit is telling you that this is coming if it hasn't yet. And the fact that you've done this hard work, that you've been so dedicated to your dreams and your intentions have been strong and you've stuck with it, it's bringing you a piece of contentment. You're satisfied because you've done this hard work and you've gotten here. So it's also saying take time off and relax. And I said, I don't get weekends, right? I work all the time because I'm working right now. And even though this is, I love you guys and this is for Spirit, it's still work for me. It's a lot of work. So this is about the rest of the day, I would take the time off and just relax, right? So this is about for you. Take time off to reflect, to enjoy, to whatever it is that's leisurely for you. Nothing that requires a lot of strenuous effort, right? Something, and you should be proud of yourself that you've accomplished so much. You should relax and focus on basically, maybe like my dad, when he was figuring, he was in the mall, he called it figuring. So he's in the mall with my mom. And what he was doing is he was thinking about what comes next. What am I going to do next? How am I going to do this next? Like, we should always be thinking forward thinking. What happens next? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Where do I see myself in 5 years? Take some time off to reflect on that, right? Also reflect on how far you've come and what you've accomplished. Take a look around and say to yourself, I've done this. I've done a great job. I feel good with myself here. And right now they're saying feel free to buy yourself small or luxurious gifts. Buy yourself a gift. So it's interesting. The reason we're sitting here is because my table broke, and my next door neighbor has all these tables. Her husband and her are a bit of hoarders. They've got a lot. And I bought all of my patio tables from them. And I thought, well, I've got to go buy another, but I can't do that right now. I got to put my taxes in today, the money for my taxes, and my work has been very slow. So any donations that you would like to make towards the apothecary where healing magic happens, I would be grateful to accept. I'm a cat rescuer, and I'm a one-woman organization, and it's a lot of money. So right now, this is why I'm saying it's a good message for me to see, because this is what Spirit's promising, right? It hasn't arrived yet. So I get it if you're one of the people that are sitting there saying, yeah, right. I don't. Oh, so appreciated. Hi, Amy. You've earned the financial security that is yours, is what Spirit is saying. So to me, that's just a message that there will be financial security, because I chose this crystal. So thank you for that ahead of time. The next one is the guardian of emotion. I like his outfit. It could be a woman too, with her hair piled back, but I love that hat. Ooh, I could have worn my steampunk hat. It would have gone very well with this outfit. So the situation that you find yourself in is what this is about. Requires you to be emotionally mature, and they want you completely to trust. You're surrounded by people that have the best of intentions. Only the best of intentions is what is said. So you can rely on the advice that you're given. And if you've had any challenges, they will be resolved. So there's the challenges will be resolved, and then this comes out, right? So I probably did it out of order, possibly. But that's sometimes Spirit does things out of order, right? And that's probably, I don't think it was out of order. It was the way it was meant, because it's like, okay, this is what Spirit's promising, and we're thinking, yeah, but da da da, and then Spirit saying, well, challenges will be resolved. It indicates also that there could be this person coming in that might help you. This is a humanitarian, a generous person, a refined person, someone that you can trust. And this could be showing characteristics of yourself, but it also could represent that there's someone coming in. It's telling you that if there's a situation that you're dealing with another, that you need to handle it, or it will be handled with emotional maturity. Okay, it's not going to be someone flying off the handle. It's not going to be someone that's going to be judgmental and accusatory. It's going to be handled with fairness and emotional maturity. So if your heart is moved to support a cause, Spirit, this is your affirmation to do this. Please accept this. This is also, if you get advice at this time, accept it with a proper heart, and accept it recognizing that this advice is coming from a caring soul. I talked to two of my friends this morning, Lisa and Danielle. You hear about them all the time. And unfortunately, they're both working, so they can't be with us. And I was in a mood. And when I was in a mood, I think. I was frustrated and tired, and my table had just broken, and I was sad and trying to figure out, I wish I had a carpenter, because it's just one piece of wood, and I don't know how to do it, but I know it's very simple that could fix my table. Then I got a message from my girlfriend, Lisa, and it was really sweet. And it was just so heartwarming. And then I started to talk, and then I started seeing other things, and I started to go down again. And then I got a message from Danielle, and it was so uplifting. And I thought, my gosh, you guys come in exactly at the right time. So if it's talking about, this person, this energy of this person is an honorable person with great integrity, a humanitarian. This person is a caring person. This person cares about animals. So I love them. A raven just flew overhead, magic or miracles that live across the street. So magic and miracles is what the ravens represent. Cares about animals and cares about people, and is very vocal about it. So this person is a mirror of me, right? I'm very outspoken about animals. It's funny that I will snap at a mosquito, because generally I don't even walk on ants. I will step around the ants. So this is also an upstanding member of community. You would want to be friends with this person. I do. I want to be friends with this person. It also would be a firm but loving parent. This really does describe me. And I'm not patting my, yes, I am. I'm just telling you straight up, this describes me. I'm a very firm but very loving parent. I was firm with my kids. My kids are very disciplined, but lovingly, and they're good kids. And they were always good kids. They were clean, and they were good kids. They're hard workers, and both of them are to this day. So if this is you, you know what? Give yourself a pat on the back. My kids aren't in my life. Told you, my son disowned me because of his religion. Doesn't mean I wasn't a wonderful mother, because I am. And so give yourself a pat on the back if this is you. This person is very polite and courteous, but they're outspoken. They will say what's on their mind. They have a positive reputation, and they are connected with people in high places. They're connected with spirit, right? This could also represent a love of art, a love of music, a love of dance. This person is me. So it's someone like me in your life. It might be you, and that's why we resonate with one another. I mean, I'm describing myself here. This person loves art, music, dance, loves animals, is a firm parent but loves them, is polite, is courteous, is connected with people in high places. I'm connected with the divine. What was that? What was this message of my thing here? Direct connection. This is a diplomat. This one approaches challenges as diplomatically as possible. And yes. So I would say, as I chose this crystal, so I feel as though for myself, like you got this message as well. So this is either talking about you, or it's talking about someone who's going to come and be with you and help you and connect with you. Those are my two friends that I spoke about, both of them, right? A lot of my friends are like this, because we connect and collect people that are with holding our energy. So so my message is, if you've been having challenges as I have financially, then this is the sign that you won't be much longer, right? We always have these spells that we go through, and it's tight, and it gets kind of scary sometimes, but we're going to make it through. Tina, what kind of readings on your hiking? That kind of readings on your hiking from your caves. I was listening through many years before last year. I connected into your lives, and every time I listened back again, I smiled. Yeah, I haven't done that for a long time. I have a sacred cave at the face of Thunder Mountain, and I've got pictures on my Facebook channel that you can see, and it's pretty magical. Bea goes up with me. Raven hasn't been there yet. She might cause a bit of she's a lot, right? It's hard to go with her. So that was that message. On to the next. The next one is going to be direct connection. So who chose direct connection? Can I have a reading? Oh my goodness, I'm not going to respond to that anymore. I've already said. Correct neutrality on all levels. I'm going to get annoyed. I've asked you all, please don't ask me for the readings beforehand. I will do readings at the end, and I will do readings at the end because I'm going to read for the people that are here. I'm not reading for people who leave their name and come back an hour later. That's not what this is about. This is about, because I know that that's what happens. I watch it. So I'm a psychic. I can see it, and it's not fair. This is for us. It's a gift for you, because you have come together for us to support one another. And so as a thank you, I read for you. But I'm not going to have you put a name down, leave, come back, and get your reading. That's not fair. So I'll ask at the end. And at the end, who's here, I will read for. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the animals, Noah's Ark, the trinket box, the direct connection. 9 of Gabriel. So Gabriel is the Red Hawk. Gabriel is the messenger. Gabriel came to me and asked me if I would accept this assignment. And she is saying, first of all, the number 9 says you've got everything you need, light worker, in order to move forward on your spiritually illuminated path. Stop procrastinating. So is there something that you're procrastinating? What are you procrastinating in regards to? They're asking you, you see this guy here. He looks like a guy that I know. I invited him to our reading. His name is Jack. His name is not Jack, but his social media name is Jack Pine Rambler. And he looks like this guy. He's super tall, and he's fit, and he's an outdoorsman, and he's a carpenter. Wouldn't mind him coming over here. But see him in his overalls, and he's digging in, and he's getting ready to to do the soil, and he's happy about it. He's a happy soul, right? And here is Archangel Gabriel, or perhaps you behind as the lady dressed in your finery. So he's ready to dig in. Are you? Ooh, message in that. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. This is also environmental. I'm going to have to move that because you guys aren't seeing the picture, are you, on Facebook? I'm sorry if that's been cutting in to your picture. That's my screen. Have you been seeing this? I hope so. So this is about don't give up. Don't give up. If you're at the place where you're feeling frustrated, Spirit says don't give up. Your determination and your courage are needed more now than ever. You've come a very long way. You've put a lot in, and you don't want to give up right before your miracle. I always think of those movies, Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman, which is before my time, but I remember my parents talking about how on the train, she went there. Was it she that went there to wait for him, or he that went there to wait for her? I can't remember. One was waiting for the other, and they waited and waited and waited, and they didn't come, and the train started to leave, and they left, and they came running in, and it was too late. It sucks, man. Don't quit before your miracle. It's also about standing your ground in regards to something you've created. So if you've been struggling to get off something off the ground, don't quit. Keep bearing down. Prepare for any possibility. You've already proven yourself, Spirit says. You've already proven yourself, and you should know that you've proven yourself to you. My friend Justin and I, my friend Justin, who created those beautiful pendants, he was in need of spiritual advice, and so he came yesterday, and we did a 2-hour reading. See, I work every day of my life, but we did it, and we did an exchange. He's going to create another beautiful piece for me in exchange for the reading that I did for him. He honored my gifts, and I honor his. Right. And I will share with you what happens, because I think of making something of these 2 pieces of moldavite that I had. And he was leery to work with those pieces because the energy of moldavite is it's a lot. And they were special to me. I'll tell you their story in a minute. There's so many bees right now in my ivy. I'm so happy that ivy didn't get cut down. It's feeding so many of them. It's just freaking magical. So you might be tired. I'm tired, right? Like, as I said, this is my main message, but all of these messages, even your messages, are my messages. That we can get a message in all of it. So you might be tired, but Spirit says this is that last push. This is that last. It's like you're running a marathon, and you can see the goal up ahead. You can see the curtains. Everyone's cheering you on, and you're just like, I can't. Remember what Spirit said? I think you got a little bit more in you, and you want to just smack them. Justin said to me yesterday, I said, they take us right to the wall. And he goes, I made a dark joke about how Spirit and I have a narcissistic relationship, how they abuse me. They take me to the wall, and then they give me something. And I said, it's not that they're abusing you. It's that they're proving to you that they're there. They're proving to you. They're letting you go. They're letting you handle it. You're letting you, like, you're falling. They didn't do that to you. Spirit's not doing that to you. Shit happens to all of us. High pay. They're swooping in to show us, hey, we're here, but they want us to do it on our own. They want us to do as much as we can so that we can prove to ourselves, I've done this before and I'll do it again. Remember when I got this crystal? I was in a place that I am in now. I was terrified. I had nowhere to go. I had at that time 5 cats. I think I had 5 cats. And okay, let me count them. Finn, Liger, Willow, Sammy. Wow, I had more than them. No, Liger and Willow, I think. I had 5 or 7 cats. And I had no home to go to. And I was just like, oh my God. And I had to get out of there. It was quick. So I'm also now in that place again. So you've been there before, and you've made it through. You're going to make it through. This is the last challenge, Spirit says, before they push you through, before success comes your way. It's about sticking with your plans if you're thinking of giving something up, right? It's also the ability to fight illness. So I didn't go last night, and then I ended up being disturbed so many times in the middle of the night. But I think that if I had taken my melatonin, which I take every single night to help me sleep, and had gone to the dance, I would have been so tired I would have slept right through. I probably wouldn't have remembered my dream. I needed to remember the dream, the Lagoose. I needed to remember that. And so Spirit disrupted my sleep. I know that they do things on purpose. And Yet I have a tickle in my throat. I've had it for like 5 days. My friend Lisa has been working really, really hard at her job. She works at a spa and she works ridiculous hours, and it's a lot for her. And she came down with something because everybody there's sick. And she said, I've got a sore throat. I've been gargling with all this stuff and taking all these, oils. And I said, take echinacea, take this, take that. And then she came over to show me something and she hugged me. She hadn't seen me. She wanted to see me and she hugged me. And I got a sore throat that night. And I thought, shit, so I'm fighting that. So it was another reason I shouldn't have been out dancing away in the cold air night last night. I should have been in bed, even though I did get up a couple of times right? This is about fighting off illness. So for me, it's tinctures, right? You can gargle with warm water and salt. You can gargle with apple cider vinegar. That's a hard one, but it works really, really well. You can go to bed with with tiger balm and a tube sock wrapped around your neck. That will help it take it away. That was an instant for when I was a child. My mom and my grandmother did that. You can take echinacea, superlysine, all those are all the tinctures and this is the time of year, right? So it's also about environmental activism. As I said, if you have a cause, my cause is my animals. It's so funny. They talk about environmental activism a lot in readings. This person's involved in environmental activism. And I'm like, oh, I wonder who that is. I wonder what they do. Hello? What do you do? I am an environmental activist. I take care of my animals, right? That's what I do. So I do that and I do this work and I do this. I do a lot. So, oh my gosh. So it's the light in the trees, but flying above Archangel's Gabriel's wing is a heart. Can you see that white heart? A pure heart. You have a pure heart, Spirit says. We're happy with you. They also are saying it's about growing a garden. I have a beautiful flower garden, and I've got I've got catmint, and I have green chives everywhere because I use chives a lot. I save my avocado seeds, and if you dry them, you can plant them. And I have one avocado tree that's about this big now. I'm super excited. I'm going to bring it inside so it doesn't die in the frost. So that's all for that. I was going to say something that I got taken away from. Remember, I was talking about something. I wonder if you can remind me. I said, I'll tell you about that in a second. There's a message in it, but I don't recall it right now. Spirit says, because I'm trying to go too fast, I need to slow down. I get it. I need to take a sip. Anybody have any questions? You guys can ask questions. I love it when you interact. It helps all of us. Okay. I don't want to get this on my book. I keep getting water on my book. The next one is from my deck. The Spiritual Cheerleader Oracle. There's Ariel right on the top. Lover of animals. Also the Angel of Finances. And that is going to be for Ganesh, the obstacle remover, who's coming along to push all these troubles out of our way. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I needed to get up earlier and drink my protein drink. If you have protein in the morning, it starts burning the fat and it builds muscle. And the muscle builds the fat and burns the fat. Woo. We can't take that many, Spirit. Correct for neutrality. Oh, there we go. Oh my goddess, this is beautiful. So, when is the time? Now. So many dream of a time that is coming, not realizing that the time is now. Dream it, wish it, do it, is the sign that I have inside my little schooly Duchess. Spirit said, why do you delay? The time is only ever now. So many look into the future to bring about their manifestation, waiting, days, months, years, keeping that dream just that, a dream. Spirit says, what are you waiting for? There's no fun in waiting, so I bought my bus and I began to build it. Not all at once, but little by little, my dream came to life. It's still a work in progress and probably always will be, just like us, right, babe? Bring your dreams to life. Play with friends and lovers now, not tomorrow, not next week, now. Every little step forward makes your dreams a reality. Wish on your morning star and act before the evening star rises. Before tonight, act. Spirit will pour out blessings upon blessings if we truly follow our hearts and believe that we can do anything we set our minds to. I'm going to get another because that was quick. Oh my goddess. This is amazing. I just talked about this. Two more came out. In Canada, I had a place called Blue Pool. I lived on Seymour Mountain on the river at the mouth of the ocean, Burrard Inlet. So I'm a forest mermaiden. And I painted this. But before Zoe did this card, which is amazing. It's in my house. I have a painting of me in the forest, and I'm a mermaid, the forest mermaiden. And so when she did this, I mean, she's intuitive as well. I was so excited to see that she painted Blue Pool. And remember, I told you that when I went, I was talking with Justin yesterday in the reading about family roots and how important it was to not tell that story. The story that my family had was the story of poverty, the story of a poverty mindset. Right? You have to work hard for a living. You have to give away everything. And I always said I wanted to be like my grandmother. And I ended up being like my grandmother. And I said, you know what? I got to revise that. I love my grandma. She's still my hero. And I'm grateful for all that she did. But I'm not choosing to be in a giving. I have given away everything my whole life, and I'm not anymore. I'm going to keep my energy. I give love, but I keep my energy for myself. I give my energy in moderation. My grandmother gave all the time. She lived till she was 98. She did well with it. But I talked about how I walked into the forest, and no matter what mood I was in, as soon as I passed the first tree, I was in Australia. And I didn't know why, because I'd never been in Australia. But for weeks, because I went swimming there with the dogs every single day this summer. And for weeks and weeks and weeks, I was like, well, months, I was like, why am I in Australia? And why the second do I get it? So happy the second I just felt I was in the fairy portal. So I was happy, but I knew it was a vortex that I was stepping into. And then I was getting things about the trees and roots. And I was floating around in this little area past Buddha Beach where I hung out. And I looked up and I saw my tree. And I looked around and I thought, oh my God, this is the same. This is a replica of Blue Pool. I'm back to where I began. I've come full circle. I get to tell a new story. And then the next week, I thought I'd stepped into the portal again, and I started thinking about, why do I keep thinking about my great grandparents? Australia, they lived in Perth, Australia. Why do I keep thinking about Australia when I get in here? Because it had to do with roots. And so the trees, the family tree that was rooted in different thoughts and beliefs than what I want to be rooted in. I am rooted in abundance, but I haven't been my whole life, right? My dad was always rooted in abundance. But I had grown up, my grandmother had raised me for the first 7 years of my life. My mom was off doing other things. And then my dad came in at 8. And by the time you're that age, you're pretty much set. So pretty much my grandmother is who raised me. And she was a hard worker and gave everything away and had very little for herself. And she was very tired a lot of the time. She'd fall asleep in her chair. So I went to the rocks, and I wanted to do a healing for my body to release all this excess that I'm holding on to that I no longer wish to carry, because when women put on weight, it's generally protection. I've been trying to protect myself from men because I've been so hurt by men and didn't consciously realize I was doing it, because I feel like I'm a pretty friendly person, but I do keep people at a distance, right? And so I held on to the moss rocks with the fairies, and I called the fae in. And as the river pulled past me, it was hard to hold on. The river pulled past me. I was pulling away all the negative, all of the toxicity, all of the excess weight, all of the excess fear and worry, and anything that I didn't need to carry. It was being pulled away and pulled down river and being taken into pure white light. But this time I took the trees, the family tree from Australia, and I rinsed all the roots in the river, and all of that soil that was holding that tree, I rinsed away, washed it away. And then I said, I love you. I appreciate you. I bless you. I honor you for what you've done for me. But now I release that story because I root myself in abundance. So this is me. Whoops. Wow. This is me too. All right. Remember that. This is me in Blue Pool. You are the queen of the Green Mountain. Much rest upon your shoulders. You have come to your sacred place to heal and recharge. I'm probably going to cry, so I apologize ahead of time. You stand before a small pool of water, surrounded by dancing fairies and your animal friends of the forest. As you kneel down, you draw out from your gown, made of the brightest forest leaves, golden vines and sweet flowers, a wand made from a gnarled tree limb, embedded with glorious crystals. I have it in my office. I should show it to you. It's beautiful. I made it. As you swirl the wand over the glistening pool, you begin to sing the song of the forest.
You know the song so well. You seem to come into this world singing it. As you swirl the wand over the glistening pool in gratitude, you call forth Spirit's guidance, affirming that you will use the gifts you have been given together with your intuition and natural talents. You're gazing deeply into the pool as your reflection begins to swirl away and a new picture begins to emerge. Now we're having a new story, right? Not the story that was foretold by the ancestors. Sometimes you got to stay in. Someone's welcome to my house. It's a song. It's a message for me. Um, you're connecting to the beauty of the earth. You're connecting to the beauty of the sky, water, animals, and spirit all at the same time. You begin to feel your gifts inside of you reigniting, recharging, and coming fully to life. You are connecting to all that is divine. You are at peace, and yet you are filled with such a feeling of euphoria. Any feelings of weariness, frustration, worry, or doubt, fear, or anger have completely resolved and dissolved. Ooh, I like that. It doesn't say resolved, that just came into my head. They have resolved. That's what happened when I stepped into the forest, leaving you feeling refreshed, energized, and renewed. You are once again ready to face all that is required of you. You are completely equipped to handle all with strength, grace, and dignity. Justin goes to the same place. My friend Justin, I traded the reading for the pendant he's going to make. He says, I've been going down to the river, and that's what he said. He goes, I've been going into the water and cleansing, and he went in after the rain like the dogs and I did when it was red. The water was red with soil. So I like that he did that too, my friend. We understand the importance of water. Water is so cleansing. Water, this rain that we've been having is use the water, your shower, your tub, when you wash your hands. That's how I end my readings now. I used to forget to cut cords with my readings, but now I just wash my hands. Wasn't that one of your ideas? One of your friends, one of my friends, my soul family told me, wash your hands of it. And I thought, that's a good idea. All right. So there's that. And then there's this. And then we'll be on to the runes and the charms. Apparently, this is me. I'm wondering who I am. Let's see. As you see the owl sleeping, you know it is not yet time for you to actively pursue anything. You may be going into a situation that makes you feel uncertain, so you must walk gently on your path. You may have come out of a difficult situation, not quite sure where you're going, and so again, you must walk gently on your path. This is not the time to push, demand, or try to control the process. This is a time when gentle movements and words are called for. If you try to push too hard, you will find the subject of your inquiry running from you, or they may completely withdraw. This goes for any project that you're working on or towards as well. Now is the time to rest and wait. Soon you will see the owl's eyes open once again, and the knowledge that he or she has gleaned while in his or her slumber will be brought forward. Rest, dear one, all will be well. So I'm clearly the deer in this instance. Sometimes I'm the owl, but clearly this time I am the deer. Who are you? Who? Who are you? All right, so now we're going to go to the rune, which we already know it's going to be Laguz because I was given it in my dream. So it's interesting. I think we've had this several times, but I think we are going to be very happy to have it again today. And remember the story of me picking the crystal off. Remember the story in my dream was I saw this coin sitting on top of a red rock, and I took it. Okay. Good Lord, where are you? 18. Oh, it's further ahead. Okay. It's not the number. Why do I keep seeing the wrong number? Wow, I'm looking at, it's so bizarre. Okay, 127. 127. 1. Keep your thoughts positive. The universe has taken a snapshot of your thoughts, of what you're thinking, of what you're creating by what you're thinking. Do you like what you're creating? If so, keep it up. If not, change your stinking thinking. 2. Everything's happening exactly as it is meant to happen with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. And what was the last one? 8. 7. Oh my God, it's my number. You're on the right path of your life. Keep staying focused on your spiritually illuminated path, and it will exceed your expectations. All right, so Laguz is what it was, and it looks like this. It looks like a 7 backwards. Remember? So for me, it's a 7. That's my number. You're on the right path. So it's flow, it's water. What do we talk about the flow and the water? That which conducts. Unseen powers are active here, powers that nourish, shape, and connect. The attributes of this rune are water, fluidity, and the ebb and flow of emotions, careers, and relationships. Laguz encourages you to immerse yourself in the experience of living without having to evaluate or understand. It speaks to the satisfaction of emotional needs, to the awakening of the intuitive or the lunar side of your nature. I'm a Pisces moon. That's why it was probably very difficult for me during this past Aries full moon. This rune often signals a time for cleansing, which is what we were talking about. How would I have known, right? In the river. A time for reevaluating, reorganizing, relining. What did I do before I came out here? I tore my freezer apart and washed it all down and put everything back in. And I took a bunch of sweet things that were frozen in there. I'm giving them, and they're in a bag in my car for my friend Lisa and her boyfriend. I don't want them in my house. They don't help my cause. Hi, Finner. Finner. Hi, Finn. That's my man. That's my man. So Laguz encourages you to immerse yourself in the experience of living without having to evaluate or understand. It speaks to the satisfaction of emotional needs, to the awakening of the intuitive or lunar side of your nature. For while the sun strives for differentiation, the moon draws us towards union and merging. This rune often signals a time for cleansing, for reevaluating, reorganizing, realigning. A rune of deep knowing. It may call you to study spiritual matters in readiness for a self-transformation. Success now lies in connecting your intuitive wisdom and attuning within your own rhythms. A rune of the self. Hi, honey. Hi, mamas. Raven saying hi. A rune of the self relating rightly to the self. Laguz signifies what alchemists call the conjunction or the sacred marriage. I kept getting sacred union yesterday. In fairy tales, it is the end where the hero and heroine live happily ever after. I say yes to that. I say yes to that. Is there more? No, because we got it in the upright, because I saw it on the rock. All right, now we're going to do our charms, and then we're on to you guys. Clouds are rolling in. We were supposed to have 5 days of rain, which I am grateful for. My cats aren't, because they like to be outside. I'm going to light these in a second. I'm just really happy about my catio. That wing right there that you see right there, that's the last wing that I put on this outside catio. And no one's there right now, but they've all been using it, and it's so nice. And Henry the Hig is out in the outside catio today. I've decided to let my 4 cats, my big cats, Ligris, Finn, Pegasus, and Saphira out during the day. I put them in by late afternoon. Actually, Pegasus and Ligris, I don't get in till late afternoon, but they're not around for the cats to get. I mean, for the wolves to get. The wolves to get. Interesting. Which wolf do you feed? The wolves to get. The coyotes. Octopus. Octopus is like your best friend. Stuck to you. What is it? Your best friend. They never let. What is it? An octopus is like your best friend. Stuck to your face. They never let go. I always get it wrong. Like your best friend. Stuck to your face. They never let go. Do you know that octopuses can get out of the smallest? Octopuses and squid can escape out of the smallest things. They're a miracle. They're a miracle in motion. They're very cool. I like them. I've got an octopus, little stuffy, because of that very thing. It means best friend to me. Correct neutrality on all levels. Best friend is like an octopus stuck to your face. They never let go. That's it. Your best friend is like an octopus stuck to your face. They never let go. Oh. Swallow. Swallow always knows the way home. Did you know that? The swallow always finds its way home. They always come home. So best friend will always come home. Bird is also about communication. It could be flight. Could be don't forget to put out bird seed, especially now that it's getting to be cooler. My birds have been thanking me very much for the seed. I pull it off the roof during the rain, but then I put it back out in the sunshine in the daytime, because they need to get fat and happy and be sustained in the winter months when there's not as much for them to feed off of. One more, Spirit said. It's an angel. Angel's watching over me. And it's got a little heart in the center of this angel. So my grandma, my mom, my little sister. Ooh, these are silver. And when I go in here, my fingers get black from the tarnish. These are silver charms. So there's an angel watching over you. So if you've been looking for a sign, this is a passed over dead loved one. You'll have to catch the replay. Have a beautiful day, Amy. I will put you down. You stayed here for the whole reading. Thank you. I appreciate you for that. I will put you down. So come back and check for a reading. That's it, you guys. Now we're going to you. I'm putting Amy Shailene down first. Amy. I'm putting down Frank. Tina. Tina's Lisa. Who would like a reading, please? Johanna. Tina. Frank, Tina, Tev, Cecile. I'll read for Chords of Gratitude. I was just writing you down. That's so funny. Oh, thank you. Please click the like button. And if you could share, if it's been helpful for you, I'd appreciate it. Please click the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Oftentimes, you have to resubscribe because you won't get notification. If you didn't get notification, they've unsubscribed you. Pay. Gina, did you gift me these earrings? I love them. Kara, I missed you, Kara. I think we did a reading for you last week. Or I don't know if we did. Did we? Oh, stop. Ingrid. Oh, my goddess, Ingrid. My Lisa. And Kita. And Kita. I said her name last week and I didn't do her reading live, so I gave her a reading afterwards. Cecile. Wow. There's a lot here. Okay. I'm going to start. Amy Shailene. Track for neutrality on all levels. Amy Shailene. Oh, there you go. Oh, Amy Shailene, you are loved. You are enough just as you are, and you are loved. If you don't have a model for love, then imagine yourself as a child. Perhaps you have a favorite picture of yourself as an adorable 5-year-old or 2-year-old. I have a picture of myself at 3 in my office. Look into your own sweet eyes. This is such a good idea. I'm going to do this for myself. Look into your own sweet eyes and acknowledge just how special you are. That child inside still needs your tenderness, and so does the adult within. Please do not abandon yourself. Instead, tap into the ocean of love inside. Love that little baby. Thank you. This is from, I'm pretty sure, my friend Gina. Yeah, Gina gifted me these. They're very old school. To me, they're very Celtic. And this is hematite. And I made that necklace. And this is hematite. And this is alligator agate. And same on this side. And this is my newest ring, this one here. And it's purple turquoise from the Kingman mine. It's beautiful. Oh, Kara, I will put down. Thank you so much, Judy. You got to go? Okay. I'll put you down. I did put you down. So that was yours. Amy Shailene. Amy, are you down? Frank, my friend Frank. I brought out a different deck. Remember, I went in there and the spirit said, do a couple different decks here. So I've got a few decks. Can I light my incense really quick? Yes, you can. All right. Kara, you know what? I can do a reading for you. Hi, Natasha Whiteside. Correct for neutrality on all levels. We're doing the readings right now. You'll have to play back the messages. My goddess. Someone says, come and fly with me and we'll make our sweet escape. Baby, don't worry. You'll be my only. You are my only. You won't be lonely. Even if the sky is falling down. Wouldn't that be wonderful to have that? Someone who loves you like that? Baby, are you down? I'm down for that kind of love. I love that incense. Okay. Sorry, Frank. Frank. Loyalty. Listen to your inner voice. By staying true to yourself, you honor others. This is your personal point of power. Dog represents loyalty, love, best friend, friendship. Union. You're brought together by the belief that in partnership you can be better, stronger, kinder, and more generous than you can be on your own. In a sacred marriage, a sacred union, love reveals its true nature. Spirit's been talking about that. I just saw that. I don't know that it just felt like it needed to be said right then. I don't know that that was your message specifically. I heard it was, Frank. Tina. Let me move my crystals out of the way here. Frank. We did Frank. Tina. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Tina. Tranquility. This is what when I asked Spirit if I was supposed to go last night to the dance, I got rest. Tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude. Engaging in much needed self-care. If you could do a sea salt bath, I was thinking, am I supposed to go walk down to the river? But every time I go there, my dogs want to swim, and I don't want to have wet dogs right now. I'll ask if I meant to, but you are meant to indulge. If you, it's for you. Hi, Laura Sawicki. All right, that was for you. Tina, Lisa. Okay, Lisa. For your daughter, Lisa. Wow. The smell of that incense mixed with the sweet smell of it smells sweet out here also. Accept heaven's help. So you've prayed for help, so get out of the way and let heaven help you. A lot of times we ask for help and then we just keep working ourselves into the ground, or we keep trying to come up with a solution. But this is, look, you've asked for help. We've heard you. We want to help you. So now we would like you to relax and let us help you. But not only that, get out of our way. So stop getting your fingers in it. Hi, Robert. How are you? So nice to see you. I didn't see you there before. Johanna. Correct for neutrality. Johanna. Let's do an affirmator for Johanna. Oops. Correct. All this time I've wasted and you were right there all along. Isn't that always the way? Right? You don't appreciate someone until I'm standing here. So I think of the snow angel. She's standing there with her wings soaking wet because she's been making a snow angel. Yes, I'm here. Can you see that? I've been here all along. Abundance. Who is this for? Johanna. Congratulations. It seems you're due for a little. An infinity, big piece of abundance pie. Oh, so what they did was they said, congratulations, it seems you're due for a little. And then they crossed it out and put an infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It's already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your face. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone. So get your whipped cream ready unless you're lactose intolerant and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. Woohoo! That's a yes. That's a yes. Oh, who you gonna get? Ghostbusters? Who you gonna get? Raven? Ghostbusters? She's got, you should see her. She looks like a hyena. The back of her ruff. She's very, very slim, very fit, but right below her neck, her ruff stands up when she gets up in the air, and she looks like a werewolf, actually. Chords. Correct for neutrality on all level. Love and light for all I do. Thank you, Robert. And for you as well. Correct for neutrality. Oh, here we go. Chords. Your entire body is precious, so choose personal care products that reflect your consciousness and commitment to self-love. This is an affirmation about doing the natural, organic, Don't use diet pills. Don't use harsh products. Say no to toxins and yes to the healthiest ingredients possible. You deserve to look and feel great, and you are worth the effort. Be a natural beauty. Like that. You know, we've been talking about those faces of people that get injections. They get this filled with their own fat, and they get this all filled, and they end up all. It's the strangest looking face. They all look like some kind of humanoid, weird trans mix of something, and they all look the same. They all look like they came from the same alien planet. Don't do that. It's not attractive. I don't know why people think it is. Tev. Frank says, Sherri, I often take baths with Epsom salt. That's really good. I took one yesterday. I've been taking them a lot lately. My legs have been sore lately. I don't know why. It's very odd. Laura, I meant to jump on, but I got distracted by finishing a book. Everyone's a teacher. This is cute. Who is this? Tev. Everyone's. Oh, I just talked to. Who did I talk to about this last night? I talked to, I think, with Justin when we did our reading. I talked about how my friends that are younger than me, Lisa and Danielle, they're much younger than me, like 20 years younger than me. And yet they're my teachers. I know when spirit comes out of their mouth. And I said, don't disregard, your teacher might be younger than you. All right. They could be an elder, but they might be younger than you. They might be an animal, you know, everyone. And this one's an animal. This one's listening to the little rat. That hippopotamus, that big badass is listening to that little insignificant one. Ooh. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part in making me a better person. That's funny. This guy's a bully. Wow, did you see that? This guy's a bully. The rat is a bully. This guy's a big guy, but he's been bullied. I know who you are. You've been bullied. And you know why they show it to me this way? Because that person is a very small person to bully someone, right? Very small. I'm big on I fight for the underdog. I always have. And I have a huge problem with bullies. And yet I was bullied. I was bullied by my best friend. Didn't realize it for years. As my other girlfriend said to me, she seems to really like screaming at you. And I thought, wow, I don't deserve to be screamed at by anyone. Just because I grew up with that doesn't mean I get to, I have to continue with that, right? I don't deserve to be screamed at. Who gives you the right to scream at anyone? You know, you're an effing bully. You're an a-hole. Gina. Oh, no, pay. Pay. I'm a rat in the Chinese zodiac. I think my son's a rat. I am a dragon, a wood dragon, the softest dragon. I'm Puff the magic dragon. Okay, correct for neutrality. Renewal. Who is this? Pay's been going through it, man. Love is coming around again, whether it's an existing relationship rekindled or a past love returned or a heightened sense of self-renewal. Love refreshes your spirit with the promise of new beginnings. Something new, something that you will love is coming back around for you, and you deserve it. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that for you, Pay. You've been through it. Gina. Look at Gina. I want to show you. Got a little heart beside your name. Oh, it's backwards on that one. It's 2:23 right now. A healing miracle is imminent, engendered by your faith in one or more ascended masters who have heard and answered your prayers. It's my favorite number to see besides my number, which is 777. Gina. This one is for Gina. Okay, correct for neutrality. I put you down, Johanna. Didn't I? Oh, I already read for you, Johanna. So where were you? Not listening. These readings are for people who are here and part of the reading. I read for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in. I read for you. Question. Please be honorable, and if you are, don't put your name down and then go do your vacuuming or your shopping and come back and look for your reading, because that's not why I'm here. I'm here to do readings for people who are here, bringing energy to the reading. And if you've come in late, you've come in, but you're here to support us. And it's for the people who are here to support one another. I don't just do this for free readings. That's not fair. It's a gift to you for being here and part of our soul family. Ingrid, so many wonderful messages today. Thank you, Goddess. Sorry I've not been so active. I was driving to work earlier and now at work, listening quietly while at work. Much love to you all. That's from Ingrid, you guys. She's sending love to everybody. Laura Sawicki, I have you down. I'm pretty sure I wrote you down. Yes, I did. Who am I reading for? See, I got distracted. Gina. Trust your intuition, Gina. It's time to stop seeking advice from others and go inside instead. You know what's best for your body, mind, and spirit. Sit in meditation, walk in woods, ask yourself what you need, and listen. Tune into your inner guidance. When you get a gut reaction, honor it. You have the answer, and it is safe to trust yourself. Everything you need is already inside of you. That was Gina. Kara, my love, she had to go, but she was here for the full reading. Kara. I'm going to do this one for Kara. Correct neutrality on all levels. You are here, Robert. I know. I see you. Oh, Kara, you're still here. Oh, Kara, you got 2. And they're awesome. Yay. I love you, Kara. You're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see it. They give the illustration of what goes on under the water. You see what's above the water, but you don't see what's going on underneath. Which is, I'm going to segue. Can someone, I'll try to remember this. I've done this twice today. I'm going to finish the reading, and then I'm going to give you a message. And then this one. This is how they're helping you. A treasure chest. And look at the look on your face. What the F? Seriously? An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you. Heck yeah! You're still here. Oh, you're still there. So that's for you. What I wanted to talk about quickly was when I did my reading for Justin yesterday, what came up was the iceberg, and how I realized for my own self why I've pushed people away and keep them at arm's distance. I do protect myself because I'm smart. I protect my energy because I'm a super sensitive empath, but I have not let men into my life because I've had loyalty to my twin soul. He is the love of my life, but he hasn't been in my life for many, many years. And so I've closed myself off. Also, the pain of my of being molested, I didn't realize I had buried so deeply. And it's like an iceberg. Everybody sees the tip of the iceberg. What they don't see is the mass that's underneath. You think that an iceberg is big, you should see what's underneath. That is what, when we shove it down, it's time for that iceberg to melt, right? It's time to get this stuff that's down here and get it be gone. Get it be gone. Thank you. You're so welcome. Thank you. You're so welcome. Laura. Yes, I've got you. Ingrid. I thought I read for Ingrid. I guess not. Ingrid. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So I didn't realize how deep my iceberg had gone. I didn't realize how much I had stuffed down. Well, the fact of the matter was it was stuffed down there since I was 8 years old when I was molested, right? It was that far down, and I pushed that down. I've never thought about it. I don't recall it. I do recall the situation. I don't recall him doing anything. I do recall that what led up to it, and me running, screaming, and causing a huge disturbance afterwards, but I don't remember what happened. And I don't ever want to remember what happened. In all truth, I don't need to. But obviously something happened, and it scarred me, and it had me, and that was the beginning. And what sucked is that started a lifetime of abuse for me, which really sucks. And so I have understandably kept myself back. And yet I need love, right? So I need to melt that iceberg myself. So when I go in a hot Epsom salt bath, Frank, I start to dissolve that iceberg from the bottom up. Soulmate relationship. Who is this? Ingrid. Oh, I would love this for you. There's a new romance with a spiritual basis. It's here for you now, Ingrid. Whether this is with you and the divine or with you and another, this is a spiritual soulmate relationship. It could be a friend as well. Could be Paddington. You'll have to ask Spirit which it is for you. But this is a spiritual connection. And look at the infinity symbol. The infinity symbol, well, last night we went to the Ultimate Light Mission here in Sedona. My friend Shelly runs it, and she rents it. And we have all kinds of events that go on there. And it was their 5-year anniversary. And the infinity symbol was her symbol. And it was in the background moving. And that means like the universe has an abundant supply. It's never ending. It's a belief system that we have to have. Thank you, gorgeous cheerleader. You're welcome. So that's for you, Ingrid. Infinite supply, an infinite connection, an unending connection that you cannot sever between you and the divine, and possibly between you and another. I don't know, Ingrid. I'm getting renewal too. Oh, oh my God, Ingrid, I picked this up. Does it mean something to you? I felt like I picked that up with it. Love coming around again, whether it's an existing relationship rekindled, a past love returned, or a heightened sense of self-renewal. Love refreshes your spirit and the promise of new beginnings. There's a never-ending supply. Can you guys feel your hair? My hair is an extension. It's an antenna. Your hair is an antenna. Most spiritual teachers have long hair. We don't cut our hair. It's our antenna. And I can feel if I have tangles in my hair, I can feel it, and it drives me mental. So there's a tangle in the back of my hair, and I need to get it out. I'm sorry. I hope that you're crying with happiness, Ingrid. I've given up waiting for another, so maybe a new friend or spirit. Oh, don't give up waiting. Don't ever give up waiting. Please don't give up waiting. I mean, don't give up. Not waiting. Don't wait for anybody ever, but don't give up. I told someone in my dream last night. I told someone in my dream last night that I'm not waiting for anyone. I told them that. But obviously, no one's come and swept me off my feet as of yet. Ooh, a dark cloud just went over me. Yes, and yes, it is. Okay. My Lisa Lichny. I give this reading to my Lisa because that's my prerogative. She would be here if she could. She is incredibly supportive. And as you hear so many of the positive messages that we receive, Ingrid, I'm thinking of you right now. My dream catcher is that dream catcher right there. It was making noise. I've been too burnt and damaged to do another. That's making, then you need to start melting that ice cube of that. These shells started, I've never heard them before. And Ingrid, these feathers are turkey feathers. They speak of abundance, never-ending supply, the infinity symbol. Can you hear them? Now you can hear all of them. So I give my friend Lisa a reading because she does support this entire tribe almost always, because I speak of her during the readings at all times. For Lisa, my Lisa, correct for neutrality on all levels. I have 2 Lisas in my life, Little Lisa and Lisa Lichny. Wow, you get 2, girl. The unicorn. I call this Pegasus because my Pegasus is a unicorn. And we called in the energy of the unicorns. There is magic all around you, Lisa. Open up to the wonders of the universe. Notice the connections and synchronicities. Follow your feelings and believe with all of your heart. We successfully manifest our dreams when our feelings are in alignment with our plans. From that sacred union, right ideas take shape, the best relationships blossom, and the stuff that's meant to be easily falls into place. Everything is possible. Breathe deeply. Breathe big. Let it all in. Expand your fabulous belly. Who cares if your jeans feel too tight? I just got these jeans. I told her about these jeans I got. They're wide leg. They're from the Gap, and they're denim, and they've got little white pinstripes, and they're straight out of my childhood. I was like 11 when I had those jeans. So here's an idea. Buy a roomier pair. Deep, full breaths invigorate you. They release sadness and allow ecstasy to flood in. Pause. Inhale. A long, slow, big, delicious breath. Exhale. Remember, when the going gets tough, take a deep breath and trust that you are capable of greatness. Ingrid, I feel hope. I am always open to the abundance that is always nearby. So grateful for you. Thank you. Maybe I do need to melt that ice. It's kept me safe. That's what's kept me safe, but it's kept me isolated. It's kept me alone. I've been alone for 17 years, you guys, with 2.5 months when I was with Tony Millard. You remember, he was a wonderful man, but he that ended so that my twin soul could come forward, reconnect, and then ditch again after a few months. So I've been alone for a long time, and I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it. I don't want to be alone. So I've not given up on finding my partner. Or actually, I don't feel like I need to find my partner. My partner will find me. Because I'm here. I'm visible. And I'm open. My door is open. The song that we got was, I'm sorry. I said I'd change when I hadn't. I need you to stay. I know I could never find anyone like you. And then the one before that was Welcome to My Place. And it's about someone they'd been gone and they're back. Right now there's a heart in the clouds. So the clouds are white and there's an opening and it's blue, but it's a heart. And there's a face of a man kissing this other little face of this little one that looks like Casper the Ghost. It's really cute, actually. There's a lot going on in the clouds right now. I wish you could see. There's a rat in front of me. A big rat in front of me. I don't see rats as bad guys. Rats have very good messages. Rats are smart and they're clean. And I had rats as pets growing up. White ones and gray ones and black ones. Ankita. We are on to you, Ankita. Woo. There we go. You got two, Ankita. Synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Pay attention. Notice them in order to increase their flow. Once we start noticing the synchronicities, like the numbers, Spirit will speak to us first in numbers. They'll speak to us with animals. They'll speak to us in repetitive words or repetitive stories or situations. Once they start speaking to us and you start noticing them, they will bring you more. So you'll get more answers, right? Simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. I wondered about that if my table broke outside because I'm supposed to take another one from inside and move it outside. I'm going to go through my house and try and figure that out. So simplify, keep it simple, right? Focus on what's in front of you right now. Don't worry about tomorrow. What do you need to do today? That's Ankita. Cecile. Woo. Wow. I saw something that was very interesting. So an affair. I got this message before about an affair. No, and I don't mean with a married person. I don't mean that. But the situation that Tony and I had was pretty much an affair. It lasted only 2.5 months, but it was a very important part of both of our lives. And we both agreed that the time that we spent together was like lifetimes. He's an Aries too, and he's a spiritual man and a teacher. And what I just saw was small affairs bring about the greatest love of your life. And he's the one who told me to connect with my spiritual twin. So it's weird that just literally popped out. Who are we doing this for again, you guys? Cecile. Me too. Can't wait to find my man. Not searching. Hopefully he will see me. Well, let's see what happens, dude. Well, I'd take this in the meantime. Wealth. Get ready for tremendous success. Prosperity paves a golden path for you now. You are being showered with blessings. Remember, abundance is many things: friends, right connections, finances, health, invitations, positive energy, right? This is on its way. A cornucopia. That's for you. That's amazing. I say yes to that. Say thank you to that. I claim that too. Correct for neutrality. Natasha Whiteside. Natasha. Let's do an affirmator for Natasha. So far, so good about not getting bit by a mosquito. They're all around me. I find that really intriguing. I don't have my incense going and they're everywhere. Not one bite yet on my ankles. Keep it that way. I asked for that. I asked the Fae to keep them. Please don't bite me because I don't want to kill you, right? I will kill you if you bite me. Vitality. I love this little guy. Natasha Whiteside, right? Natasha? Please don't fall, pen. Yes. Vitality. I love this. This is a really good message. These are little cells. Look at them. They're little warriors. They've got shields and helmets and swords. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. So when I do Reiki, that's one of the things that I got when I call it in. I call it into the crown, and I ask the Reiki to fill all the vital organs, bones, skin, tissues, teeth, cells, ligaments, joints, blood, all of it, right? Fill that. And any weak cells that can't continue the fight, we flush away. Any ones that can be revived, we ask the Reiki to revive it, and then new ones to develop and grow. So you've got little ones growing right here. You've got them at all various stages. This is a good affirmation for me too. So thank you for being here, Natasha, so that I could get this message. I'm going to say it again. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. Don't be rolling in the dirt, you silly. Don't be rolling in the dirt, you silly. Raven's found one spot of sun, but it's right in the middle of dirt. She's rolling in it. Thea never rolls in the dirt because she's a lady. But Raven's a gardener. Yeah. Laura Sawicki. And then we have one after that. Laura Sawicki. Wow, they're really cheeky. These, they're coming right up to my face, these bloodsuckers. Okay, coming right up to my face, these bloodsuckers. Play. Self-care includes having fun. Are you playing enough, darling? Do you have enough free time, or are you booked to the minute? Life goes by so damn fast. Make sure to have a blast along the way. Play connects us to our childlike curiosity and zest. When life feels too serious, toss aside your to-do list and make room for the stuff that turns you on. Go to the movies. Oh, Lisa and I should go to the movies. Go to a slumber party. Swing at the playground. You're never too old to go, wee! Let the fun shine in and live a little or a lot. And then embrace your sensitivity. This is why you need to play, to strengthen for your sensitivity. That's what I was going to say. I'm seeing a butterfly. It's an orange butterfly, a sacral butterfly, creative butterfly, transformation, a creative transformation taking place right now. I was going to say something about the bloodsuckers. Oh, about the sacred beetle of protection. The reason he showed up on my computer was to put a shield of protection around us, but also because I'm run down. When you see the sacred beetle, any beetle, it's a beetle of protection. They will arrive because you are too run down to protect yourself. You're too run down to protect against a toxic energy. So they will step in for a time being. They step in for a time, but they also say to you, we're showing up because we want you right now to reinforce your boundaries, reinforce your protective shield, put on your crystals. I told you I put on black obsidian and hematite and the love, right? I've got protection and love. That's what I'm wearing today because I need it. We wear our colors for a reason. I wear my crystals for a reason, right? So that is why the sacred beetle also, I started to tell you guys, and then I got distracted. So it's about, yes, we're here. We're going to divinely intervene right now, and we're going to help you. But we would like you to shore up your, see, Raven's being bit right now. I'm watching her. She's being bit by mosquitoes. I know, it's awful. It's awful. They're in the grass. Okay. Your sensitivity is the sacred gateway to your intuition. It's that special receptive radar that picks up energy and signals. In fact, your sensitivity is one of your greatest assets and the key to your survival. The more you connect with it, the more miracles and synchronicities you will attract. Mosquitoes are horrible here in East Hemet, and they hurt. Yeah, they're awful. Eat a bunch of garlic. I know, right? They don't like that. But then you go around with garlic breath, breathing on. I'll be a fire-breathing dragon at that point. I love garlic, though. I do. I mean, I eat garlic in my salads. I put garlic granules. Oh, love it. And now we have Laura Sawicki. Laura Sawicki, you're going to get an affirmator. They want to get cheeky with you. I like the sense of humor. Ooh. Ooh, beauty. I was in I had an outfit picked out for my party last night. I sewed something, and I'm not even a freaking seamstress. I made something, and it was really cool, and I didn't end up going. And when I stood in front of the mirror, I said, I'm in my peacock energy. Peacock, beauty. I am beautiful even when I don't think it. I am beautiful even when I don't see it. I am beautiful no matter what or how many people don't say it. I am beautiful, and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. You know, it's like when people brag. There's nothing more annoying to me than people that brag. If you're that wonderful, I'm going to see it all by myself. But if you're going to brag about yourself, it's going to turn me the other way. So you don't have to have anyone validate you, and you don't have to tell anyone because you just are it. So it's telling you to take a look in the mirror. So if you can look in the mirror or close your eyes and let me say this again, because this is you talking to you. I am beautiful even when I don't think it. I am beautiful even when I don't see it. I am beautiful no matter what or how many people don't say it. I'm beautiful and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. So there. And now we have Robert. Robert. That was a lot of readings today. Robert. I'm going to do this one for Robert. Correct neutrality on all levels. Thank you so much for my beautiful and very much appreciated messages from my Lisa, and I love you. Thank you. You're so welcome. Oh, you're sweet, Robert. Thank you. Correct neutrality on all levels. Robert. Nourish yourself. Is it this one? I hesitated because I didn't feel like this was right. I don't think it's right. Correct for neutrality on all. Is this the wrong deck? I feel like Robert, there's a special message for Robert. Hold on a second. Is it this one? What is the message for Robert? No, it's not this one. Sorry, you guys. It's my deck. Okay. Spiritual Cheerleader Oracle. It's for Robert. Remember, you guys, you can all take messages from these. Kara told me the other day that she wasn't on, so she didn't get a reading, but she got all kinds of messages from other people's readings. Correct for neutrality. And Lisa said the same thing to me. She goes, oh my God, I was listening to that reading. There were so many messages. I think you said that to me, Kara. Correct for neutrality for Robert. Robert, you care for cats, don't you? This is Freya. Freya's chariot is drawn by Norwegian forest cats. The energy of the goddess Freya represents movement forward as her chariot is drawn swiftly by her faithful companions, her glorious Norwegian forest cats. The cats speak of independence but deep love. They live for adventure and are curious about everything. They are fierce and fearless. Freya is sexy, determined, fertile, and bold. Together they are unstoppable. They not only know but trust in the importance of teamwork. The fire of the three represent the fire that the three represent is in direct contrast to the cold environment they flourish in, showing balance even amidst adversity. Both Freya and her feline companions are able to see through into the future as they travel through time and space, weaving in and out of dimensions with ease. Freya's cloak is made of falcon feathers, which represents endurance with ultimate victory. She is the goddess of fertility and love, and she emanates beauty. So, endurance with ultimate victory. So, if it's been challenging, endure. This is an energy that's coming to you. They're talking about the trust of the importance of teamwork, which is with the divine. We do nothing alone. We work with the divine. And if you're working with the cats and with animals, Archangel Ariel is working with you. Oh, Ingrid, yes, I listened to all of the messages too. All right, now it's my turn. I don't think there's anybody else. It's my turn. Oh, wait, hold on. Is there anybody else that's here? Serenity asked what time the reading was, and I didn't see her show up. If you're here, Serenity, let me know so I'll do a reading for you because I read for the one here. Oh, Danielle. Danielle. Forgot Danielle last week. Correct neutrality on all levels. Acceptance and obstacle. Challenges may appear insurmountable, but they are not. Your path may be indirect, but it leads you to appropriate action, greater clarity, and ultimately to success. Trust your process. Acceptance. You are a beautiful work in progress, always moving forward and becoming better. Where you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be. Think about our conversation. I love this. She's in New Jersey, which makes me sad, but she's got a wonderful boyfriend. They do amazing things together. They go mushroom hunting, and they have painting dates where she sets up little easels and they have stencils and they paint together, and it's magical. You're exactly where you need to be. Except this is wonderful. You're very welcome. 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 All right, now it's my turn, and I got to figure out what is my deck. That deck? Okay. This is the one that I hadn't used in such a long time. I think I need to get into the vibe with it. Hold on. Maybe do I put them on? Aren't these fun? I think they're fun. They make me happy. My girlfriend, Lisa Ahava, has decided that for dance, we're going to dress up every single dance this month for the month of October. So last week I went as Aliran, obviously. I'm wondering maybe next week I'll go as Cupid. Oh, that's interesting. No? Okay. It's got to come out like that. All right. I got 2. It's time to reflect on your relationship with money. Are you spending too freely, or are you holding on to it too tightly? Well, right now, tightly. This can this can also relate to how you give of yourself to others. Is your heart open? Are you holding back? Ingrid, listen to this. Are you holding back? Your hard work with wise investment will bring great success. So there's an abundance again. Abundance. So don't worry is what this message to me is. Don't worry. And the snow is like during hard times, there's abundance. It's coming in. I'm going to be okay. And fair decisions. Your angels are aware that you're having concerns, but rest assured there's nothing to worry about. Stand your ground and know that heaven is shining its divine light upon the situation and all is being healed. Take the time to review all the details thoroughly. Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved. Curious about this message? The number is, okay, so it's, I believe that I know who this is about because the number above it is 8. Remember the infinity symbol? So it's where I was yesterday. It's with my other Lisa. If certain events have made you feel uneasy or worried, and they have, it's about standing up for your beliefs, right? Standing in your integrity so that things can develop in a way that's honorable and that brings peace to all involved, right? So if others have been unfair, unkind, know that spirit will shine light on that. And that situation will be healed in one way or another. Maybe they will bring it to the attention of that one. If you find yourself in a decision, whether you need to decide which way do I go, is it right or is it wrong? Then what do? Let love be your guide. I did last night. I went to support Lisa. So it's about balancing your decision on, because this is fairness. This is justice, right? So it's about balancing your decision on not just the letter of the law, but also on the spirit of kindness and understanding, right? Standing up for yourself is good. This is about apologies and forgiveness. So maybe an apology will be made and forgiveness will be extended, because apologizing is not a big deal for me, but it's a big deal because when you apologize, it allows for a healing, which allows for regrowth and it allows for things to move forward. People must understand that an apology is necessary for bad behavior, right? So it talks about being objective about a situation, but also have caring in your heart. It's about wanting balance because it's justice, right? It's about, it could also be the fact that it's justice could also represent document. And it's funny that that they're ending on that for me, because I have to go after this and go pay my taxes. Those are the documents I have to balance. So yay for me. Thanks for that reminder. All right, you guys, that's it. They have certainly been things I needed to hear since I jumped on. Wonderful. Thank you. You're so welcome. You're so very welcome. Thank you guys all for being here and supporting each other and coming together in love. And hopefully next week I will be on time. But it's kind of nice to come on and see 5 people waiting. That was nice. So thanks for being my soul family. I love you all and I wish you all the best. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'm going to listen to this. I always do when I start cleaning up. I start listening to it and I hear other things as well. So listen back. You'll probably hear more messages that you might have been focused on something or other. When you can get when you get a little time just to yourself without interruption, it is a good time. In the bath is a good time. For me, it's when I'm cleaning, which is what I'll be doing next. So thank you guys. I love you, and we'll talk soon. All right. I got to click on this.